Hello everyone, welcome back to a weekly video. Let's take a look at the index. STI is doing very badly, breaking down below its support level 3213 and 3192. So if the index don't recover and close higher later on, it may suggest more downward action next week because this is a very bearish candle, especially it has broken two support at a go. Take a look at the volume as well. If the volumes spike up later on in the afternoon and the index close bearishly lower, then we may see more downward action towards 3125 next week. Hang Seng, the index attempted to move higher, hitting the high at 16895. But before lunch, it was pushed down to close in a negative region. So later on, again, we are looking at the level that may suggest next week the uptrend can continue. Okay, so this is where you are looking at the closing should be around 16850 thereabouts. Okay, so if you can close there, if you can achieve that, then there's a high chance for the Hang Seng Index to continue its uptrend towards 17145. Okay, S&P 500 last night was very strong due to NVIDIA's strong result. It suggests that the tech semicon outlook is very strong, so therefore it closed at the all-time high level. Now, doing the projections to see where could be the next projected level, I have done the Fibonacci drawing over here, starting from this low and this high. So why do I pick this low and this high? Because these are the recent movement after the stocks has gone to sideways. Okay, so you can see that there is a target that we are looking at, which is 5270. Okay, at the zero behind that will be the S&P 500 index. Okay, so it's about 5,270 to 80 points thereabouts. That's the target. So if the bullishness continue, we shall see more upward action for the US market. Now, looking back to stocks and refer to those stocks that was highlighted in the email. So we have quite a few of counters. We are looking at this City Development, Keppel, Sembcorp, SGX, SATS, Aztec, and then China Aviation and DBS. Okay, so let's start with a reminder what happened to City Development back then, 9th of Feb. So what we see here is that 9th of Feb, City Development was hammering out a base. As you can see, a hammer over here. And we are looking at the potential rebound towards 623 if there's a follow-through buying. So looking at the chart over here, how does City Development perform? So we can see that last week, actually, I discussed about City Development as well, and there isn't any confirmation candle for the hammer. And then the stocks managed to rebound after we tested support and starting to move to this high at 617. Okay. As I have plotted here, you can see if the uptrend continues, then you can see such a pattern coming in. And ever since we do see slight upward movement from City Development, especially the government announced a property developer friendly policy where the stamp duty can be reduced or refunded partially back to them if they can sell a certain amount in within 5 years. Okay. Now, today's performance is quite bad as it erased all the buying pressure yesterday. So the only thing that we are looking at or take comfort with is that the $6 level hasn't been breached. So this will be the key level for us to watch as we want the counter to continue higher towards this support level at 638. Okay, so we shall watch what will happen for this counter. Next, it will be Keppel. So what about Keppel is that you are looking at Keppel with this uptrend line support rebounding. I believe last week I did discuss about Keppel on this email as well. So just a recap. And then Keppel this week, I follow up with the stocks movement. As we can see, Keppel has already gone up, right, to hit as high as 739. And there is a short-term price pattern forming for Keppel. So let's see whether Keppel can break up above 739 now. And then we see more upward movement towards the projected target at 758. Now, taking a look at the chart. to confirm the analysis. So we can see here is that, yes, the short-term price pattern is still somewhat intact, but is in jeopardy because if it continue to go down lower, then we may not be able to see the uptrend remain intact. So the key for Keppel Corp is that you can see this uptrend line that is plotted. It has to rebound from this uptrend line and retest the 739 level, okay, with high volume. So the key to this is that if it can break up with high volume, there might be more buying pressure, and then 758, 760 level may be tested. Okay, previously we had a projected target at around $7.76, but that is the projection done by using Fibonacci. Okay, 758 is projected using the short-term price pattern. That doesn't matter, so long as we can see Keppel Corp continue to scale higher, whether it's 758 or 776, we would still not take action once it hit there because we want to see is there any weakness. If there's weakness, then we take profit. If no weakness, we continue to ride the trend. Let's move on. We have Sembcorp Industry. So this counter is pretty disappointing. Okay, so first we must take a look at the chart. So we have also a sets, so not sets, SGX, then we sets. Okay, so Sembcorp Industry here is on uptrend channel, potentially rebounding from this channel or this support level to hit the resistance at 584, and it did that. Okay, so Sembcorp Industry, it rebounded and hit the resistance. So it is at the resistance I follow up with an email where we are looking at this resistance closely to see whether Sembcorp Industry can break out to hit 605. Unfortunately, after it tested the resistance, heavy selling came in. So high volume somehow, okay, very high volume. So this makes people very puzzled why after such a good result, the counter experienced heavy sell-off. Well, it is of this sell-off, it pushed the counter back to a support level at 525, and now we have to see whether will it consolidate and rebound back up like this, or it will continue lower to hit as low as 464 or 484 level first, then after that 464, then 450, thereabouts. Okay, so it is a crucial juncture over here for Sembcorp Industry. SGX, last week, if I'm not wrong, I did cover, but I'll just like to recap over here. So this is a bullish pacing pattern, short-term price pattern, and or rather a short-term candlestick swing trading strategy where we are looking at a target at 953. So SGX has done well. Congrats to those who have traded. And then you see SGX now is trading at 960. Okay, so 918 entry, and then once it hit 960, you got to watch the resistance over here. Is very important as it has to break in order to go to 984 high. Next will be sets. Okay, so sets was expected to hold at this support as it had forms multiple candlestick reversal pattern. Expected to hit the resistance at 287. But unfortunately, as the market is facing selling pressure, sets got dumped lower together. So we can see after the email, the counter did rebounded, but hit onto the downtrend line, which blocked it from forming a sideway. And instead, it blocked it, and the counter formed a downtrend with a lower high, break the low with a lower low. So again, at a crucial juncture like Sembcorp Industry, whether this counter can hammer out a base over here and then recover to hit the downtrend line and break up on downtrend line to get into the uptrend back in again. Okay, so the result is on the 29th of Feb. Let's see whether it can give out good results so that the counter can recover. Okay. However, the recent results has disappointed the performance of certain counter, like for example, Genting the counter result was very good, but the stocks is dropping 10% as I'm speaking. Okay, so the heavy sell-off is unwarranted because there's no so-called bad results. Okay, so now as I checked, the Genting recovered now only down 8.7%, but it's still as bad. So so we got to watch how SAT's result will bring to this counter as well. Next, we are looking at the oops. The counter here, Aztec. Okay, so then China Aviation and DBS. Okay, Aztec, we are looking at this counter forming a base over here, having a potential opportunity to hit back its recent at 87 and 94. So we have Aztec announcing good results last night, and we can see the counter gap up towards its resistance over here. Now we've got to watch the candle over here because this is a doji at the top. So doji at the top usually is a bearish sign, and the last time when it formed it at the top at resistance, it fell. So we shall see whether Aztec will fell or not. So those who traded, congrats, lock in profit, and then have a good weekend. Next will be China Aviation. The uptrending counter seems to be trying to move higher as it rebounds strongly with high volume. So the key level to break is 955. So if 955 can break, there might be some more upside. So let's see where China Aviation is. So China Aviation, we have it sell off after hitting the high, and the volume is not low. So meaning to say the bullish sign may be indicated. So if the counter don't recover and close lower, which is 92, then we can delete this counter off from your watches as its uptrend may be coming towards an end. Okay, so this one very important. See how it close. 92 is a key level; it cannot break, and then we shall see what's going on. DBS short-term price pattern. Okay, so we can see this is a bullish flag, and DBS currently is still in its flag, haven't had a breakout yet. So we shall wait patiently for the breakout. If it really breaks out, the next target will be 36.12. So the market is not doing well. Have some profit taken, take care of your positions, and then relook into the stocks when the market is doing back well again. Okay, so have a good weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye.